Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 261 of the RVMan LP exhibitions, and today we're going to continue through chapter 2. And last time we actually did a free mode, this time we probably won't, because again it's going to be another 2-on-1 battle. So, and also I think I've already did that in a different part, I suppose. But I didn't do it in a different difficulty, so that's probably what happened. So, yeah. I'm going to end up getting free mode up to speed. Because we'll probably do 2 parts of free mode next time. Due to the fact that I'm pretty sure 3-1 will start off with a story anyway. If not 2-8. So, with that said, this is basically how, on Hebijo's side, they ran into the Hanzo students. Because everybody's enjoying a hot springs vacation. And of course, where there's hot springs, there's nudity. This isn't the 3DS version nor the PC version of Burst. Well, the PC version is based off of this, except you can mod the PC version to take away the censorship. As opposed to this, you can't do anything with the PS4. And I already, made the mistake of buying multiple versions of different games due to sorry lag time. I don't think I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. And also because of something happening with the games themselves. But still, I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon or repeatedly doing that. I mean, for God's sakes, I have 3 versions of Yakuza 0 and 2 versions of Mega Dimension Neptunia V, I think. Oh, V2, that's what I meant to say. But, yeah. Oh, and I also have multiple versions of Final Fantasy 13 because something happened with the disc. So yeah, I don't think I need to buy any multiple versions of things. So I'll just stick with what I got. Oh yeah, and I also have 2 different consoles with WWE 2K16. I just don't think when I spend stuff. But whatever the case, enough of what I got. I think it's high time I explain what happened throughout the week. For those of you who are just now subscribing to my channel, or just now getting my videos because someone in YouTube decides to mess up with the algorithm and keeps burying my videos and shit. Yeah, watch me start talking about news and late-breaking stuff, and all of a sudden I end up skyrocketing. Stupid Susan. But whatever the case, here's the deal with what's going on with my videos. Something happened where the sound mapper was acting up on my computer, and it lagged in 2 entire parts that was supposed to be for Persona Vanilla, and I think I've already explained this. So I was going to do Persona 4 Golden until I managed to put Vanilla onto the computer, which what I'm going to do. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't really need to show off Vanilla much. Well, actually, yes, I do. Because there's 2 different versions of Margaret's fight anyway, so I need to show that off. So there is that. Anyway, we're almost close to getting Persona 4 done. So Golden will be the prime playthrough, and while I'm trying to get all the stuff for the original, well, I can't really get most of the stuff because it's been messed up. So all the footage I have of Yosuke reaching rank 10 and also Sayoko reaching rank 9 and all that good jazz, lost that. But at least they had the same cutscenes as what was shown on Golden. So at the same vein, I'll try to gain back up to that. It's going to take a while with Golden, because there's always special events that happens in between that are brand new. The problem is I'm not going to be able to do the Fox because of the goddamn fishing controls. Plain and simple. So, that's my plan. I'm going to try to make Golden the prime playthrough. And from there, make Persona 4 Original show off any difference. But the secret base, the only thing that's different is the keys, the chest for the keys. That's it. And also, as far as for Heaven, there's nothing that's changed. When you're going for the true ending, nothing has changed. The only thing that is different, however, is how they approach going for the true ending. That's the only thing. Anyway, right now we have the girl still in the hot spring, so there's not much I could say on that note. Because it's all the text. Because if it was actually motion, I would actually be more invested. But here's the thing. This is also what this wall of text right here is in the manga as well. And now if I can remember where it was, I'd probably link it to you in the description below. So on that note, they're all going to the hot springs. Which, by the way, you might want to just, like I said, get used to any sort of nudity, because guess what? Or mild nudity. Because it's nothing explicit. It's just the fact that there's just going to be like fan service. Not enough to get an age restriction, but there is going to be fan service. Plain and simple. However, here's the thing. The PS4 version added more steam than what needs to be. At least for the picture you're about to see, there was like butts and certain boobs, and they didn't even have anything that remotely looked like nipples. I'm pretty sure that was the case with the... No, I'm positive that's the case with the 3DS version. But they changed it up for Steam, at least. I mean, the fog was minimum, but at least it covered over the nibbles. That's all that happened. The fog you're about to see is going to it's going to almost cover over most of the ladies' naked parts. Which, by the way, Sony is an idiot for that. Because, again, they didn't do none of that with Abby. So, yeah, they're fucking idiots. As you can clearly see. I mean, you can barely see Mirai's butt, but look at all the steam. Look at where the steam is located. And it's actually poorly censored, because you can actually see a glimpse of Homura's boobs in the goddamn, reflection of the water. This is what is called a terrible censorship job. I have nothing else to say about that. I wish I could have a comparison with the 3DS, but that would constitute fighting with an emulator, and I'm pretty sure the 3DS emulator is not really that good. Or, more importantly, I gotta find an actual working 3DS emulator. Because if I do, I'd probably play Pokemon X and Y, and maybe Pokemon, what was it? Sun and Moon, yes, those two. But whatever the case, the Hebijo girls will end up running into the Hanzo girls in the hot springs. Oh yeah, and you probably haven't noticed the picture, but all the censorship they did, and Haruka's boobs is fully exposed. What the hell? Anyway. And look! They even took a line off of Katsuragi's breast! That wasn't in the game. That wasn't in the Nintendo 3DS version. I know it's useless to complain, but still. They did all this for Sony, and yet Sony has that Abby scene. I'm still gonna call them out for that because that was bullshit. So, whatever the case, folks, there's your pictures of fan service right there. So, anything else? Yeah. While that's going on, here's my plans. When I finish Shinron Kagura, I'm going to continue the RVMan LP exhibitions, but I'm going to do, like, shorter things, because this is pretty long, considering the fact that, I'm playing a full game. This is exceptionally long. And if I do SFL versus in the future, I'm definitely going to sparse that out better than what I did here. And I'm definitely using the PC version. That would be stupid because I also have the PS4 version as well. But whatever the case, there was something else I needed to say. Alright. I was making plans. And once I'm done with Persona, I'm going to change things up a little bit and make sure, hopefully I'm still around by next year, because, you know, mass censorship can happen in the course of this election. I'm going to change things up a little bit, because after Persona 4 will be done, which will most likely be next year, I'm trying to go as fast as I can so it won't come to that, but it'll probably be done by December, the earliest. But it's most likely going to be looking like it's going to be a January thing. But if it comes down to December, Zero 2, sorry, will be played side by side with Persona 4 to finish it all. Oh god, there's Hanzo. And Hanzo just barged in on these girls butt-ass naked. By the way, that's his granddaughter he's barging in on. He's a fucking pervert, in case you're wondering. He's put Master Roshi to shame. Oh, wait, nope, not really. No, wait, yeah, actually, he has put Master Roshi to shame. Because the dude is literally barging in, looking at his daughter naked. I mean, he does it jokingly, but still. And he has a full-on wife, too. And that's the problem. But then again, here's the thing. As perverted as he is, they sometimes placate his perverted desires. If I'm not mistaken, in the OVA, or should I say the specials of Shinron Kagura, he had Homura and Asuka in bathing suits. Bathing suits that were pretty much going to explode by just the slightest of touch, and that's exactly what happened. And the moment their tops explode, the two went there and beat him half to death. But whatever the case, Hanzo is a perfect, and I'm going off subject, but what I was planning on doing after Persona. I'm not going to jump into Arena because I want to try to get Ultimax, but Ultimax is really hard to find. I'm going to have to try to get on Amazon for that. So, on that note, I plan on doing something a little bit different. Like, for instance, maybe another Dynasty Warriors game, because I haven't done any Dynasty Warriors games this year, which is really weird, and probably what people see my channel for. So, maybe I'll get Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends, and also 4. And while I'm at it, I may end up, like, showing off bits and pieces of 3 Extreme Legends, because now that I stop and think about it, 3 Extreme Legends I didn't have at the time of making the 3 playthrough. But now that I do, maybe I could do that. I'll probably have to catch up on 3 Extreme Legends, but at the time being, the main focus will be probably 5 and also side by side with 9. Because those two, well, 5 I actually like. 9 I just want to get out of the way because of the fact of the 9 Empires coming later on next year. Which would leave like 9 Empires, 8 in Dynasty Warriors 1. Because I can't actually, for the life of me, find Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires on emulator. But it means I would also have to try to get PlayStation Now to get it. And I'm already going to be shelling out $12 a month for the PlayStation Plus. I don't really need to shell out for PS Now, seriously. And also conflict was just avoided in the bathroom, obviously. But whatever the case, my plan, if it doesn't go awry, is to do Dynasty Warriors 5 Extreme Legends and Dynasty Warriors 9 after Persona. And then from there, I'll think about what I need to do from there. Because now that I stop and think about it, 5 would be a shorter playthrough than 9, most definitely. Oh, I'll see to it that 9 will be a very short 5 will be a short playthrough. Because, let's face it, 5 Extreme Legends, you're doing all the missions with everyone all over again anyway. So I'll just pick my character. Wait, I can't do that. Damn it, that's right. The Musou is so different. So I'll have to actually pick a Musou character, build them up, get them strong, have them go through their Musou, and then go through free mode for the rest of them. And change up characters. But for the most part, I'm still trying to build up characters, and it's definitely a long, tedious task, considering now my PS2 is, how shall I put it? Sometimes the disc tray stops, and I don't want that to happen. I mean, it's overheating, so I'm going to have to let it cool off for a little bit. So, at this point in time, I'm going to probably give it a little rest. And wait until after, like, I'm finished with the, Zero series. Well, at least not the Zero series, Zero 2. And then actually pull it out for Dynasty Warriors 5. Because quite frankly, I was also testing some games just in case. Because I was cleaning up my room and seeing what games work and what games didn't. So, if there anything else that's going to be, that I'm going to announce. That reminds me. I'm still trying to make the finishing, well, in light of what's going on with the reviews, I'm going to make them on the Optiplex. And that means I'll have to start over from scratch, but don't worry, I got a new Sony Vegas to pull that off. So, on that note, I just have to transfer my capture card onto the Optiplex, and that will pretty much take care of any other subsequent playthroughs, just in case something happens to my laptop. Yeah, 450 gigs of data would have been gone if something would have happened to my laptop, and I would be pissed. Even though it's like 500, or somewhere on the lines of 525, but still. I'm just thinking of things to say because at this point, it's a wall scroll of text. If they actually had like movement or animated cutscenes like Estival Versus, I probably wouldn't be talking like this. But we are about to come to some violence, so give it a couple of more minutes. Yeah, and that also means I have to start the pathos all over again too, because I was actually working towards that, and it would have been done had my computer not started going on the fritz the way it was, and I had to start migrating things to my other computer. So on that note, let's just with this Optiplex, I hope there's not going to be any more problems. Oh, right. I was still migrating from my website, but like I said, problems with my laptop happened, so I'm going to have to just make some migrations and do some things. Oh, good, we're at fighting now. Fantastic. And Homura is actually training, and she's got the idea that she could train and work up a sweat and then hop right back into the hot springs. I mean, I like her work ethics, but here's the problem. The hot springs have a time limit, and more importantly, her noise is pissing off Yagyu because it's waking up Homura. No, not Homura, I mean Hibari. So Yagyu decides to confront her to beat the high holy hell out of her to make her stop yelling in the middle of the night. Then again, who could blame her? Let's see. This is going to be probably the shortest fight you'll ever possibly see. And you want to know why? Because I'm about to completely unleash hell on Yagyu. And that would include going to frantic mode. So, let's do it. So, this is going to be Yagyu's theme for the entirety of the fight. So, let's beat her down. Oh, and there's no scroll here in case you're wondering. I'm about to tear her 6 ways from Sunday. As soon as we started, it was at least 22 seconds. And now, 1 second later, actually no, this was 9 seconds. Literally 9 seconds we started the fight, and it's already done. Just wrecked her shit. And by the way, this is on medium. That's because of the fact that Homura has almost near completed Yang, and more importantly, Homura is at level 42. Near max level, by the way. Probably by the end of this, she'll be at rank 50. So on that note, Yagyu is going back to tuck in Hibari. And also to tell Homura that, well, the hot springs is closed, and after working up a sweat, unfortunately, you're going to have to go to bed with sweaty clothes on. So, oops. Sometimes Homura just don't think before she acts. And bullshit, how did she hit me? How? She didn't even land a single hit on me! But no, seriously, it really was 9 seconds that I actually... Oh, and I didn't even level up? What the hell? Okay. Okay, game, I'm gonna let you have that one. Alright, next mission. So on that note, let's go to... Mission 2-6, actually. So, this one is where Hikage is wondering why in the world Katsurugi is waiting in a long, long line. And Katsuragi basically has a complete love for ramen. If there's one thing she loves, it's boobs and ramen. And unfortunately, for everybody who hates Katsuragi, that's how her character is. Deal with it. Hell, Hikage even forgot her name. Whatever the case, she has such deadpan humor with deadpan expressions. But but of course, as soon as you finished fighting this battle, obviously she's going to see exactly how strong Hikage is and going to want to fight her. Oh man, of course she's going to go straight for the boobs. Why not? God forbid I put her sweater on and not a ripped up school uniform. Because if I did, it'd be easy access. For Katsuragi. Yeah, I know, she's that much of a pervert, but that's not the point. So, in order for us to actually get ramen, we're gonna have to beat up mooks. So on that note, that's exactly what we're gonna end up doing, because the mooks are gonna try to cut in line. Welp, let's go on ahead and beat up some mooks so that Katsuragi could get ramen. And on that note, we're probably gonna beat up more people as Hikage. God damn it, why do I keep getting those names mixed up? Shit. Whatever the case. This one probably be a little bit faster because I was trying to find the scroll, because there was a scroll here. I'm positive there was. So, with that said, we're gonna have to try to find the scroll, and the scroll is probably on the other side of this battle. Oh, damn. I know where it is. It's actually right over there. I'm pretty sure that it's actually a hidden scroll that you have to go out of the way for, and that's basically the whole gist of most of the scrolls in Hebijo. You have to go out of the way to get them. Like that one I missed with Mirai, which really was an actual fight with a Yoma, but the Yoma was one of those snipers. And that's a blockade area. I need to go to the right. Instead, I ended up going straight ahead like an idiot. Why? Why did I do that? Oh, crap. I shouldn't have went ahead. Oh, well. I just also noticed that I wasn't in Shinobi form. So that's why my attacks weren't doing much. And then I realized, oh shit, I already missed the second scroll, so I might as well just kill him. So on that note, we're done. With this level anyway. Don't worry, I'll probably change their clothes out next episode. More than likely I will. Anyway. Now with all the enemies beaten up, Katsuragi wants to have a fight. And for those who may think that Katsuragi may be nothing more than fan service, no, she has a reason to fight. I've already explained it in Hanzo's playthrough, and it's already been shown too, so she needs to fight in order to make sure that she's relevant. And more along the line, strong enough to clear her family name. And this woman deadpanly saying ramen. Seriously, she literally just made a deadpan joke. Well, yeah, now that I stop and think about it, Hikage has a lot of deadpan delivery. And then there was one time when all the ninjas were panicking, and Hikage, was having no expression at all. She all of a sudden just let out the sarcastic, I think we're in trouble. And then one of the ninjas, I'm pretty sure it was Ryobi, talking about some... Yeah, Ryobi actually talking about some, why are you pretending to have emotions when you know you don't? I'm pretty sure that was in the OVA for Estival Versus. But whatever the case, now we've come to the last thing I'm going to be doing today, because it was a really long story part. And that's going to be Chapter 2-7. So once we practically get past 2-8, next week we'll be more than likely halfway through the game. With Hebijo at least. But let's be honest, I will intend to do Yumi and Mayubi's story really fast. I may have to switch gears and probably use my recording equipment and stop using Share Factory, because I need to probably record as long as I need to. But whatever the case, Yomi once again is trying to buy food, but this time it's a can of tuna. And of course, she's getting upset that someone was about to buy the last can of tuna. Then again, guilty as charged. Even though I'm allergic to fish, some tuna actually are made with dolphin meat. I can actually eat dolphin meat, believe it or not. And I love tuna fish sandwiches. However, thieves come in and break everything down. So, on that note, we're gonna have to break them down. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, right. Almost forgot something. Now that I stop and think about it, Homura is actually voiced by Monica Rial. Let that sink in for a moment. In the English dub. Yeah, Shinron Kagura actually got English dubbed. So, yeah. And also, don't be surprised if Jamie Markey's somewhere around the area. Whatever the case. Right now, we're taking on and destroying everybody that stands in my... Oh god, I got hit. How did I get hit? Oh right, those freaking yo-yo ninjas. But whatever the case, the scroll you're looking for is in the playground. One of the scrolls is in the circle area, or at least Actually, it was right behind you. The first scroll where I went there and broke those 2 boxes. The second scroll is in the playground area. You should ignore the enemies and go for the scroll. And that would basically pretty much take care of the scrolls here. And how do I know this? Because I'm doing this post-recording and also in hindsight. And I basically screwed that up. Because I was supposed to get the scroll. But that's okay. I'll get it off screen. Because it's in the playground in a box right next to the slide. I mean, I almost got all the scrolls anyway, so... I mean... Some of them, again, are going to be enemies that were in scrolls. Or holding scrolls, basically. And on that note... Even though Ikaruga didn't even fight one bit... Ikaruga's clothes is completely torn. And it's actually dawning on Yomi that there's something rather familiar about Ikaruga. And the only familiar thing about Ikaruga is the fact that she may have seen her on TV in the slums. Oh, she still hates rich people. And she's still broke. So broke that she can't pay attention. And so broke that she thought 50 cents was a charity fund. Whatever the case, ladies and gentlemen, we're done here. I'll see you guys in episode 362 when we finish off chapter 2 and start chapter 3. Peace out, and take care.